Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's recipe is a chicken haleem made in Instant Pot. The ingredients you'll be needing is 1.5 onions sliced, some extra lentils, so I'm using split yellow peas, red moong dal, and white mash dal. And we are using the Shahi Haleem mix, which also comes with a packet of its own lentils with one whole chicken. And you'll also need oil to fry up your onions with.
Alright, so while this is frying, this is a mix that we'll be using, Shahi Haleem mix. And this comes with 2 packets. One packet you have your lentils in, and one packet you have the seasoning in. The lentil packet doesn't have enough lentils in it, so on the side you have I make around 2 cups worth of split peas, this yellow lentils, and then the orange lentils. For this, what you will have to do is you will take this out and soak it into some water. Since we are using Instant Pot, you won't have to soak it overnight or anything like that. Just an hour and a half should do the job. Now once your onions start browning a little bit, like this, it's just slightly brown, you're going to throw your chicken in. Now this is a chicken haleem, so let's give that a nice mix. Once you have your chicken in, then you are going to cut the seasoning packet and throw that in as well. And this is where everything gets a little easier. You're just going to give it a mix. Get the chicken nice and coated. Then you're going to throw your lentils in. So I'm actually going to stop over here, go soak my other lentils, and then we'll throw that in together. So now that we have this in, you have the chicken lightly cooking, you're going to throw in your lentils. This is where everything starts to get a little easy because now you don't have to stand around and mix it. You could just close it up and let it cook. So you're just going to mix the seasoning all in, and then we're going to throw around 6 to around 10 cups of water. Since we're using chicken, we're not going to throw 10 cups in. We're only going to put in 6 cups because chicken lets out its own water as well. Alright, just a little explanation. Once you have your cap on, just make sure the back part, the whistle, is actually open. There's nothing on top of it. You don't want to get your kitchen all steamed up. There's a little press button at the back that actually releases the extra pressure, but I'll show you how to do that towards the end. Now, when we were cooking the onions, you cook the onions while it's preheating, and then after you're done putting the onions, the chicken, the lentils in with the 6 cups of water, you're gonna close it. And this is it's on pressure cook. So pressure cook is around 35 minutes, 30 to 35 minutes. I'm gonna just zoom in here and show you how your screen should be looking. So you'll have the pressure on. Pressure on, keep warm on, and it should be at the preheating, and it will start to heat up more and it will start cooking by itself. So you only have to come and check up on it after the 35 minutes are over. Okay, so now that there's 5 minutes left, I am actually going to hit the pressure button, start releasing the pressure. I actually open the window so we could get all the smell out as well. Here is a closer view of the top of the pot. So this button right here, you're going to press it down and it will release all the pressure from inside. Once the pressure is done, then you could actually open the top. Alright, so I know that the angle is a little off, but the zeros are coming, meaning that it's done cooking, and it'll be on the keep warm setting. So I'm just going to bring you guys back up here. And the pressure is almost done. It's not fully done, but it's almost done. But you cannot open it yet because the pressure isn't done. Once the pressure is done, then you'll be able to open it, and then you could see how it came out. Okay, so now that the pressure is done, you are going to just let go of the release button, or you can keep it pushed down, whichever one you want, and then you're going to slowly open it. And make sure that there is no kids around or anything that can burn, and make sure your face is not right in front of it because a lot of steam will come out. And as you can see, it's still cooking because it's still on the keep warm setting. And since we have it on the keep warm setting, it's good because we still need to cook it a little bit more. Now just give it a nice turn and get onto the side.
Oh, that's amazing.
Alright, so just give it a quick mix. And what we're going to do here is we're going to actually take the chicken out and we're going to shred it with our hands. Now if you choose to use breast chicken, that is easier.
Why did you put your doggy in the car? Mama, I was talking to a lady. She's a good lady. Why did you put your doggy in the trunk?
Kola, she's in the car. Shh. Kola, your face is too close.
Hi, Maya. Hi. Hey, hi.
Alright, so we're just gonna zoom in over here and I'll show you how the lentils look. So we have all the chicken out, and now you have like a thick paste of lentils. So right here. And some of it is actually touching, like getting stuck at the bottom, but that's fine. You just have to stir it up a bit. Now it's still on the keep warm setting, and it goes around, I think, 10 minutes or 15 minutes on the keep warm setting. But that setting is still pretty hot. So what I'm going to do is put around 8 ounces of water. I'm using a water bottle because it's easier to measure. But 8 ounces of water is just, 1 cup. And just put that in there. I put cold water because I wanted to let it, stay warm and cook longer. So it's going to take a little bit for it to come back to the normal temperature. And you just let it be for a little bit. Now I'm not going to cover it at this point. I'm going to keep it on keep warm. I'm not going to cover it. And then I'm actually going to shred the chicken. So this is all the chicken we have. We're going to shred it and then put it back in there. And we're going to take a little bit out and actually grind it. Now you have to be a little bit careful when you're messing with the bones here, because they've been pressure cooked. They are actually very soft, so they can easily break into here, and you don't want that happening, because then you'll have meat and bone in there, and believe me, you do not want to be eating a nice creamy Haleem and munch on a little bone. Now it is really hot, so you have to be careful. If you have heat resistant gloves, that would be a good idea to use. Sadly, I do not have those at the moment, so I'm working with what I have. Now another tip is that while you're shredding it, instead of putting it back into the shredding bowl, you put it straight into the Instant Pot, or the pot that you're cooking in, because then at that point you don't need to it's the extra step that you just skip over. You just Alright, so at this point the chicken is all shredded and put into the pot. What we're going to do is we're just going to mix in the chicken. Now as you can see, the chicken, because the chicken is shredded, it does make it a little thick. So we're kind of going for a thinner Haleem. So what we're going to do is we're going to put another cup of water in here and take it off of keep warm. And then what I want to do is I actually want to skip the whole grinding bit. Let's see if that works. So we're going to put the water in, give it a nice stir, and then I will show you what we're going to do next. Alright, so we're going to take it off as keep warm. Cancel that. See if I can zoom in a little bit. There you go. Alright. Now we're actually going to put it on steam, which will be 10 minutes, and that will be 10 minutes of 10 minutes. So then we're going to press start. It's preheating. I'm going to put the cover back on. And we're just going to cook that.
Now once the Instant Pot is done steaming, just give it a nice mix. Make sure nothing is stuck at the bottom of the pot. And because of the fact that I was making the Instant Pot, I wanted to minimize the steps for making this. So I actually did not grind it. I wanted to skip the whole grinding, and it actually came out pretty good without grinding it. Now of course, if you like the option of grinding, you would take only half of this Haleem out and grind it. But other than that, it tastes perfectly fine, it looks perfectly fine, and my family loved it. We gobbled it up right away. And now there's one step that I forgot to film. You are going to fry some onions, sliced onions, and throw them on top and then serve. It tastes really good with rice or even tandoori naan. Now, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more videos. Please give this one a thumbs up, and until next time.